you ever wondered why, from time to time, you feel disconnected from life, from the world, and even from the closest people you love? Do you feel a need for connection with something greater than yourself? Or have you ever wondered about the deeper purpose of your existence? Well, this video aims to give you a better understanding of why you feel this way, and what you should do to fill this existential void. Just think about the happiest moments of your life. What was happening in those moments that sparked joy in you? Was it the people around you? Was it your bank account? Was it the environment you were in? After all, what makes you happy? Surely you have an idea of the happiest situations you've experienced, even if the moment wasn't perfect, because somehow the situation wasn't the most ideal. If you were happy at that moment, I want you to remember and tell yourself what caused that feeling. Now, do the opposite exercise. Recall the most difficult moment of your life. This will help you understand exactly what made you feel that way. Was it the loss of someone you loved? Was it a moment of financial difficulty? Or was it something you pursued with such enthusiasm but didn't succeed? When you understand these feelings and why you felt that way, then you begin to understand yourself a little better. And once that happens, you can have a sense of the wisest attitude to take. The truth is, each person has a way of feeling fulfilled or happy. Perhaps what is wonderful for me may just be normal for you, but there is something we have in common that somehow connects us. After all, we are made of the same physical and non-physical substance. Surely you must have heard or seen cases of people who sense when something happens to those they love, even when they are thousands of kilometers away. Or when you think of a person and suddenly receive a message from them on your phone. Notice, the connection that exists between us humans is very real, just like with the world around us. Even if you say you love being alone and do absolutely all your activities without needing the presence of other people, perhaps what you feel is just fear of being hurt or rejected. The truth is that even if we deny it, we need each other. It doesn't mean that our happiness depends on other people or things. But yes, there needs to be interaction and connection between human beings and the universe around us. So that you can have a better understanding, I'll tell you a little about my story, and how difficult it was for me to establish genuine connections with other people. I had gone through a sudden process where I had lost people I truly loved. And when I was with those people, my life seemed to make more sense. I felt like I had never been so happy and welcomed in my life. And when these losses happened, I spent a long time avoiding emotional attachment to anyone, thinking, if I don't open up emotionally, then obviously nothing and no one can hurt me. I couldn't have been more wrong, because even when I was avoiding forming emotional bonds with people, I replaced them, whether it was with my pets or even with the things I bought. It was all a big mistake. Sooner or later, reality knocked on the door, and I had to deal with sadness or the feeling of not belonging. Notice, my intention is for you to understand what lies behind this connection of ours, and what exactly aligns us more with our own existence. If you come from a religious family, most likely you have an idea of what God means, and his definitions according to the religion you are accustomed to. Or maybe you have been through so many difficult situations, or even witnessed people going through these situations, that you wondered if this almighty being really exists. I don't know exactly what your perception is and how you interpret it, but allow me to show you how you can get to know him a little more and reclaim your true essence. Once, still in my youth, coming from a very religious home, I began to question why, even though I did everything right, following the rules, the norms, my life still seemed stuck. I constantly talked to God, expressing myself sincerely. Sometimes I sounded angry and hurt, and indeed, I was. I felt that the God presented to me since childhood didn't understand me or didn't care. So, in one of my prayers, I asked him to introduce himself. I said I wanted to know him for real, not just what others said about him, but who he truly was. I asked with great desire, I just want to know you. How can I relate to someone I don't exactly know? I only know him by what people tell me about you. I remember making this prayer very simply, in my own way, with my words. That day, I needed to go to school later, and on the way, I passed through a place that had a large flow of people. I remember it like it was today, that for a few seconds, as I looked at those people who were walking, I saw in each of them many colors around them. They were such vivid colors, as if each person had their own colors. What I was seeing was already so beautiful. But still, it didn't surpass the feeling I had looking at them. My whole being was filled with so much love. There was no distinction. I didn't feel that some were more important than others. I just felt love. It was the same love, but different. As if the size of my feelings for each one was exactly the same. But still, it was different because I saw the beauty differently in each one. What a wonderful feeling. My body vibrated with joy, with love. And something inside me told me, this is me. That day I felt, even if for a few seconds, who my God was. He introduced himself. I cherished the experience, even if it lasted only for a few seconds. What a beautiful, revitalizing feeling. I understood where I could truly find him. In myself, in others, and in the universe that surrounds us. That's why I emphasize the importance of our relationships with others. Everything we do impacts people's lives, just as their actions affect us. Sometimes, in our arrogance, we believe that loneliness is the solution. Consequently, we fail to open ourselves up to align our essence with others, remaining on the surface of relationships. We may complain that the other person doesn't care, or that they hurt us, often failing to recognize our own limitations. I hope you understand that. To know yourself better and reconnect, it is necessary to look at yourself, your fears, desires, frustrations, and also to connect with others. Obviously, you won't always feel welcomed, loved, and you don't need to be present in everyone's life in this world. But if you can establish a feeling of connection or empathy with the world around you, rest assured that this peace, this love, the wisdom that resides in you will become more vivid in your life every day, showing you exactly your purpose and the path to achieve it. May these words resonate in your heart, inviting you to contemplate the divine beauty that permeates both within you and the vast world around us. If you have found inspiration in our message, we would be grateful for your support. Please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. I deeply appreciate your attention and for sharing this moment of reflection and growth with us.